If you've ever stood by a fire pit or wood stove and wondered whether that soft gray ash still holds value for your garden, you're asking the right question. Wood ash has been used by gardeners for centuries, yet most of its real power stays locked away when we simply sprinkle it on soil. At Soilpower, we're all about working with natural processes instead of fighting them, and this is where fermentation changes everything. With one simple fermentation method, you can unlock the hidden nutrients in wood ash and turn what looks like waste into a gentle, powerful soil amendment that feeds both plants and microbes. This isn't theory or trendy garden talk. It's a practical, repeatable method you can use in real gardens, whether you're growing vegetables in containers or building long-term fertility in living soil beds. Wood ash is rich in potassium, calcium, and trace minerals, but it's also highly alkaline and chemically aggressive when used raw. Many gardeners learn this the hard way. They add ash directly to soil and notice stunted growth, nutrient lockout, or soil biology going quiet. That's because raw ash dissolves too quickly, spikes pH, and releases minerals in a form plants can't safely absorb. So, the problem isn't really the ash itself. It's actually how we introduce it into the soil system. You know, nature never dumps concentrated minerals all at once. Instead, it filters, buffers, and transforms them through, well, biological activity. Fermentation simply speeds up that natural process in a controlled way. Fermentation transforms ash from a harsh mineral source into a biologically compatible input. When ash is fermented, microbes and organic acids begin reacting with the minerals. Calcium becomes more soluble but, hey, less caustic. Potassium becomes more plant-available without burning roots. And trace elements bind into organic complexes that soil life can actually recognize and use. Most importantly, fermentation neutralizes the shock factor. Instead of hitting your soil like a chemical hammer, fermented ash enters as a slow-release mineral tonic. This makes it safe for repeated use and, really, suitable even for biologically active soils where fungi, bacteria, and protozoa are doing the real work. You don't need special equipment or lab conditions. All you need is clean wood ash, water, a carbohydrate source, and, well, a little bit of time. Hardwood ash works best, especially from untreated wood. Just make sure to avoid ash from painted, glued, or pressure-treated materials. Mix your wood ash with non-chlorinated water in a container, leaving enough space for activity. Add a natural sugar source such as molasses, raw sugar, or even mashed overripe fruit. This feeds the microbes that drive fermentation. Stir well, then loosely cover the container to allow gases to escape while keeping insects out. Within a few days, you'll notice subtle changes. The smell becomes earthy rather than sharp. The liquid darkens slightly. This is mineral transformation happening in real time. After 1 to 2 weeks, the fermented ash extract is ready to use. You know, plants don't absorb nutrients in isolation. They really depend on soil biology to process, transport, and regulate mineral uptake. So fermented ash actually supports this relationship, rather than bypassing it. Potassium from fermented ash, well, it improves flower formation, fruit quality, and stress resistance, without forcing excessive top growth. Calcium, on the other hand, strengthens cell walls, which improves disease resistance and root development. And those trace minerals? They support enzyme function, which is just critical for photosynthesis and nutrient transport. Because the minerals are buffered by organic acids and microbial metabolites, plants are able to take what they need when they need it. This really reduces nutrient imbalances and helps maintain steady growth rather than those boom and bust cycles we sometimes see. At Soilpower, we always ask one question first: does this feed the soil or just the plant? Fermented ash clearly feeds both. The mild alkalinity supports bacterial populations without sterilizing the soil. And, you know, the organic acids encourage microbial diversity and help dissolve locked minerals already present in your soil. Fungi also benefit indirectly. Stronger root systems mean better fungal partnerships, healthier mineral balance means more stable soil aggregates, and over time, repeated use of fermented ash can improve soil structure, water retention, and long-term fertility. Fermented ash works best as a diluted soil drench or compost activator. Always dilute before applying. Think of it as a mineral tea, not a fertilizer. And, apply it to moist soil so microbes can immediately integrate it into the soil food web. So, it's particularly effective before flowering during fruit set, or when plants are under stress from heat or heavy production. In compost systems, it really accelerates decomposition and helps balance overly acidic piles, without killing those beneficial organisms we want to keep. Because it's gentle, you can actually use it multiple times during the growing season, and you don't have to worry about buildup or burn. The biggest mistake gardeners make is, honestly, overconfidence. Fermentation makes ash safer, sure, but it doesn't turn it into water. Moderation still matters. Another mistake is using contaminated ash. Always know your source. Clean inputs lead to clean soil. Rushing fermentation is another issue. If the mixture still smells sharp or chemical, it's not ready. Trust your senses. Healthy fermentation smells alive, not harsh. This isn't a trend or shortcut. It's a return to intelligent gardening, working with biology, respecting mineral cycles, and turning local materials into long-term fertility. Fermented wood ash fits perfectly into regenerative gardening, natural farming, and low-input systems. Once you understand this process, you'll never look at ash the same way again. What once felt risky becomes reliable. What once was waste becomes one of the most versatile tools in your soil-building toolkit. If you found this useful, you're exactly the kind of gardener Soilpower is here for. This channel exists to help you grow healthier plants by building stronger soil, using simple, proven methods that actually work in real gardens. Subscribe to the Soilpower YouTube channel for more deep, practical knowledge, and share this article with a fellow gardener who still throws wood ash away. Together we can turn forgotten materials into living soil and real abundance.